For practical convenience, the steel is usually plated first with nickel or copper and then by chromium because it does not adhere well on the steel surface. The reason is that if we want to plate it chromium directly on steel surface, it will not stick to the adhere means stick to the surface well, and if we will not properly stick to the surface, the process of corrosion and rusting can be start easily. That's why we will first cover it with the nickel or copper, then we will cover it with chromium. And moreover, it allows the second reason is also that moreover it allows moisture. If the holes and it will not properly coat the chromium will not properly coat the steel surface, it will create holes in it, and these holes will allow moisture to come into contact with the metal surface, and the process of corrosion will be again start. That's why the nickel or copper provides adhesion, and chromium deposit over the adhesive layer of copper lasts longer. This type of electrochemical resists corrosion and gives a bright silvery appearance to the object. So this is our today's topic, and next we will discuss about electroplating of zinc, which is similar to electroplating of silver and tin. All the electroplating is have same procedure, but only the electroplating of chromium is little bit different, because in which we use anode of antimonial lead instead of chromium. And all the other electroplating processes, we use the electrode made up of the metal which have to be coated on another metal. For example, if we want to coat the metal surface with zinc, we use zinc anode. For the tin, we use tin anode, and for the refining of copper, we will also use impure copper as a anode, and pure copper as a cathode. And impure copper will dissolve into the solution, and pure copper will move towards the cathode and deposit on the cathode, and the impurities will remain in the solution. In this way we can also purify the copper. We will discuss it in detail in our next lecture.